Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. This is Best of the Month expansion for June 2025. Now, the base game is Dominion. So for this particular game, you will need the base game. You will need the money, the currency, the treasure cards, the curse cards, and the estates. The estate cards, you're also going to need your duchy cards, etc. But the expansion I'm talking about is, of course, for Dominion, and it's called Hinterlands. So why do I like this one? Well, it's almost standalone. You'll have specific base game scenarios which you can play with. So you're purely using the cards from Dominion Hinterlands. You still, like I said, will need those treasure cards. You'll still need those curse cards, etc. But there are two specific scenarios you can play with which do not need the other stuff. One's an introduction. So again, if someone hasn't played it before and you want to play Dominion with some new cards, then you can say, hey, this is the introduction one to play with. And then you have bargains, which is a lot better than the introduction is a really boring one. No, actually, the introduction's fine. It's actually, if you have Dominion and you've got the second edition, you can play with the cards from that and have some scenarios to play with this game. But the first scenario is not good and not recommended, at least for this one, partially because the second edition talks about the first edition of Hinterlands, whereas I've got the second edition of Hinterlands. So there's new cards you need to change around. But again, there's two different scenarios you can play with, plus two base game scenarios. And there's two additional scenarios you can play with. At the time of recording, I've not played those yet. And that is for Hinterlands with Dominion base game. And you can mix and match with other stuff too, so intrigue, etc. Some of these expansions I've played. But once again, I do have other expansions for Dominion I've not brought to you yet, which came out after Hinterlands, which makes it even more interesting. It's about more stuff you could play and perhaps retrospectively add as and when I know so. I'm pretty sure when I open those boxes, it'll say, for Hinterlands, do this. So yeah, this is the second best of the month expansion, and hopefully do find this of interest. Again, I'm only filming these expansions in the month I'm playing them, and time of recording, yes, I'm playing as 2, 3, and 4, especially for Hinterlands, and very much enjoying, as I've said already, discovering new stuff, different ways of playing. Got the hiccups, apologies for that. But if you haven't obviously subscribed, obviously please do so, and let me know your thoughts, as I'll be stuff to consider for the month of July 2025 going forward. Well, there we go. We have a competitive game. Last month we talked about a cooperative game, and the other one was a one-shot. This is not a one-shot. There's a lot of variety going on this particular one, especially these scenarios as well. But yes, a shorter video, I think, for these best of the months. And like I said, to speak to you again soon. But for now, back to the table.